Time now for tonight's social story, and that is where we post 3 stories on our social media and you decide what we cover. And today's choices: urgent riptide warnings, Costco parking lot wars, and helicopter parenting into adulthood. And with 40%, you guys chose urgent riptide warnings. Beaches up and down the Atlantic are currently under risk. And joining us now is Wyatt Werneth, a spokesperson for the American Lifeguard Association. Wyatt, thank you so much for your time today. I see you there. You're out there on the beach, and it looks like a beautiful day behind you. But look, I mean, some really important information here. I mean, what are the best tips for folks to stay safe in a rip current?
Hey, good afternoon, and thanks for having us on the show. Wonderful question. Something that we like to tell everyone is know before you go. The most important thing you can do is check the weather, check the conditions, find out where the lifeguards are, swim in front of those lifeguards, and that will start out your day. But when you do get to the beach, there are some signs you can look for. We call it where there's a dip, there's a rip. So if you're sitting in that area where the water comes up and get everything wet on both sides of you, and you're in the high ground, the rip is that area where the water's surging. So we also want people to know that if they do get caught in a rip, it's not the end of the world. Just relax, stay calm, don't panic, float it out, and maybe swim your way parallel, left or right, out of the current, make your way back, or even wait for help. And hopefully somebody's on the beach with maybe one of these rescue flotation devices like behind me. They can throw that to you, call 911 if you need urgent help, and just wait and someone come and get you. So it's not really that life-threatening if you just stay calm.
Yeah, well, and lifeguards always preach that it's important to stay calm. But Wyatt, I'm curious, I mean, what are some tips for parents to help keep their children safe in the water?
Well, that's a great question as well. The most important thing about that is that you want to find out and know the ability of your family members, if they can swim or not. Learn to swim, America. That's going to save your life. But the thing is, if you do identify that you have some non-swimmers in the group, assign a water watcher. Assign someone that's a strong swimmer to be that designated lifeguard for your family, if you will. And they can keep an eye on no distractions, maybe even switch off after a certain amount of time so they can give the other one a break. But put them in a life jacket as well. If they can't swim, Coast Guard approved life jackets that fit well and are brightly colored are a plus.
Well, and I'm curious, Wyatt, I mean, should parents invest in floatable water safety buoys here? Like, is that good and on top of a life jacket?
Well, I know what you're talking about, the water wings, right?
Yeah.
The water wings are flashy, they're fun, but, contain that to a pool, but also keep an eye on the little ones. If you're coming out to the open water, the ocean, it's a no-go. They're not going to work. The waves are going to knock them off. Even in the pools, they can be dangerous, but they're a popular item. They actually are bright in colors, which will help you identify your little one in a crowd. So yes and no, we don't recommend them.
Gotcha. But definitely the life vest. Okay, Wyatt, hey, thank you so much for the tips, and I hope you enjoy your time down there in Cocoa Beach. It looks beautiful behind you.
Oh yeah, swim your lifeguard.
Great advice. All right, well, and we're gonna put out actually this QR code. You see it right there in the middle of your screen. Scan it, because each day we post a social story on the ABC News Live Instagram page, and your vote could help pick what we cover tomorrow.